Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy D Calico. With my sister Yahsinni. Uh, Peace and
All
love.
right.
Y'all already know. I got the goddess in the building, so this the Calico and Yahsinni show. And y'all see us together, that's what it is. And I got the matriarch in the house. And you know, we ain't even come to play. We already know it's going down in the heavens. So as above, so below. Like me, see us, me and my sister. This is the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. And we do this from time to time. So if I was y'all, I'd tune in. So speaking on all that, we're gonna be getting into the Jupiter and Jupiter. I mean, Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. And first off, I think we're gonna slap the sun dying. The sun dies and is resurrected. We're gonna slap that down finally. To us it's a dead horse, but we're gonna keep beating it. You know. And my sister Yasin want to say anything to the people?
Yeah, I'm glad to be here again with King Calico. It seems like whenever we get down, we really get down. So y'all know what y'all in for. We're gonna tell the truth as it is. It's not our version; it's the facts. That's what we're bringing you today. And you can find me on my YouTube channel at Denise Grant. Look for the white dove in the blue sky. You can find me on Facebook as Denise Grant. Look for my picture, King Calico.
Yeah. And if we having any audio difficulties or anything, could y'all please let us know in the comments? I appreciate y'all very, very much. And we can get with it on to what we call. Okay, hold on. Matter of fact, I think I already had this one. Which one I had? Okay, I see what I gotta do. Got it. Boom. I see the sun dies for 3 days, and then it resurrects. We talk about the S-U-N. Even though in German, S-O-N means the sun in the sky. So we using that S-O-N like it means, your child, when obviously it actually means the sun in the sky. So you don't have to be too metaphysical to understand that the Bible, being written in English, that means it has, it borrowed from Germanic writings. German words like sun, S-O-N is also interpreted as S-U-N. So we tapping on the winter solstice, and like right here, just a shot from across the world over there in Fairbanks, and it says, it's just showing you how the sun is staying at that height. It never ascends. It doesn't ascend on this normal ascension. There's normal height. It doesn't do that in these 3 days of the year. Huh? And that's also called the shortest day of the year. This December 21st, sometimes December 22nd. This time of the year, like I say, is the shortest days of the year. And in the summer, we have what we call the longest day of the year. Just to show the comparison of them all. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. And of course, we got all four of the seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Well, spring and autumn are equinoxes,
Right.
and summer and winter are the solstices. You know, and and this is actually, it actually has December over here by the summer, but we know that's the winter solstice, and we know over here where it's in June, that is the summer solstice. So I'm gonna correct that for them. But I still use this image because it depicts what I'm trying to say. And here go a better explanation right here. You know, what is a solstice versus an equinox? Vernal equinox. You know, we're gonna get into this tilt of the earth thing for them, you know, for conversation's sake. But no tilt of earth in relation to the sun. You know, it's equal day and night. You know, equinox, equal meaning equal. So we have equal day and night time around these times of the year. So we talking about 12 hours of sun, 12 hours of night. And autumnal equinox. You know, like I said, equinox meaning equal. So it's the equal sun and night time of the year. But they'll say it's no tilt of earth in relation to the sun. You know, the equinox. Equal day and night. And the summer solstice, well, they'll tell you it's when the North Pole is tilted toward the sun. And it's the longest day. You know, it's probably more why people say it's so hot during the summer, you know, because it's day much longer. And the winter solstice, you know, North Pole is tilted away from the sun, so it is the shortest day. Yeah. And the period of pause between the sun's descent and ascent brought paralyzing dread and fear into the hearts and minds of the early pre-Christians. They passed the word through oral tradition, and eventually, after their societies established writing, wrote it down concerning their sun god. The sun shall lay in a grave, which is the point of solstice, for 3 days. But after 3 days, the sun shall rise, be resurrected. According to Webster's dictionary, the word resurrect is linked to the word resurge, which means to rise again. Let me make sure if I get this. Oh, okay. Oh, you said the sound is choppy. I'm glad you said it. I appreciate the hold on. Hold on. And Sister Yahsinni already muted herself. Did that help out any? Sister Fusey, the goddess of sound, and
Yeah,
ain't that amazing?
I keep hearing the echo, so I've been moving my mic.
Okay. Let me see. All right. Sister Fuji, if you could please keep us in touch, let us know. The sound is still choppy, or what I could do about it. Let me see. Okay, back at it. But after 3 days, the sun shall rise, be resurrected, which means to rise again. You know, coming from the word resurge, meaning to rise again or to revive. And it ascends toward heaven. Progressively ascend northward to the position of the summer sun. And when the sun completes its ascent upward toward the point of its summer solstice, it will comfort us and bless us with warm weather and longing days, and will save us, or be a savior, from the ravages of winter. So this that I have explained to you here is the original, authentic, true concept of the resurrection. And you know, speaking on the resurrection and such, we got to touch on the three wise men. So that brings us to Orion's belt, or the belt of Orion, you know, which is known as the three kings. or the three magi's, or the three sisters. You know, in ancient Egyptian folklore, mythology of the three sisters is an asterism in the constellation Orion. It, it consists of the three bright stars, Al-Nitak, Al-Nilam, and Mintaka. Let me see if I'm getting any feedback from sister in the comments. Oh, she says still choppy. Hold on, let me see if I can take this mic off. Sister Future, let me know if we got any better. I just switched mics, but me, me and my sister already knew that YouTube was gonna hate on us coming in the gate. They was hating backstage. So let me get to slide 6. You know, the etymology of Jesus, the Son dying on the cross, reborn after 3-day death, which is the solstice. And Stella Maris, which, you know, they'll say is Mother Mary, or what we say is Isis, which is Sirius. You know, they call it Isis, but it's an Aset, but still, you know, Sirius. And it aligns with the 3 king stars on December 25th. And the sun dies on the cross, right here, the solar cross. You know, and it's reborn December 25th. And we have this 1300 BC, the same concept. The sun reborn out of the backbone of the Djed of Osiris, carried by Ra. Carried by Ra in Ankh form. And the 3 kings represents the 3 divine aspects of will, love, and intelligence. And Orion therefore symbolizes the spirit. The name Orion literally means the breaking forth of light. Yes, and the Bible tells us that the 3 wise men came from the east, following a star that led them to Bethlehem, to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christos, Jesus the Messiah. Joseph claims that the star in the east was Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. December 24th aligns with the 3 brightest stars in the constellation of Orion's belt. And you know, like I was saying, the names Al-Nitak, you know, this is all a part of the triple star system that we consider Orion's belt. Al-Nilam, which is considered the super giant of the 3, and Mintaka, and Mintaka being the 3rd. And you know, I'm sure you can all take screenshots and anything you need to be able to either share this out or reread it and get a deeper understanding of each of the 3 wise men, or three stars of Orion's belt.
Yeah, I wanted to say that it would be a great thing if we can just go outside and witness this year, since it is a special great conjunction marking the age of Aquarius also. But guess what?
Ooh, you right though.
On YouTube from somebody else's view. I would love to see it.
Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's an Albion, and she has like all of the night vision goggles and the telescopes, and she has a YouTube channel where she started off on Facebook. She just got a YouTube channel, but I'm guaranteeing that she got the goods, because she be recording it straight from her telescope or from her night vision goggles straight to the camera.
What's her name again?
I can see it in my head. Um, I have to look at my phone. I have to look, but I'm gonna definitely get it for y'all before we done. Probably I'm gonna have a better chance to find it when you, as soon as you take over, because I'm almost done with my little portion, and I'm gonna be able to come back and give you all that too. And I know the name popping up close. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, back to this great conjunction. And Jupiter and Saturn reached the closest distance between each other today. Or, for us tonight, and their closest encounter since 1623. You know, hold on.
Yeah, can you
Jupiter.
check that date?
Yeah, I mean, it does it every 20 years, but we know that exactly what we have right now hasn't been done for 6,000 years. It's been 6,000 years.
Right,
Because every 20 years, they come somewhat near each other. But to actually, at this angle, it looks like one star. That doesn't happen.
right.
You know, that happens every 6,000 years. But if they come anywhere near each other, we're still gonna call it a conjunction. It's not just it's not the great conjunction, but it is a special conjunction nevertheless.
And I'd like to add that the fact that Jupiter and Saturn are coming that close together um, is a negative and positive energy conjoining. So it's not all masculine, it's not all feminine now. Right now, the energy that's out there is like oneness or totality of the two energies colliding or fusing together momentarily or however long they're going to be like that. The energy is there. So, again, I'm going to say, it's too bad that we can't go out and witness this event with our own eyes. At least I can't where I'm located at. My sky is white, as it has been every night. And I don't get to see the moon anymore or none of that stuff. And it's really disappointing and disheartening to me. So that's just how I feel about the whole event. We've been talking about it forever and waiting for this night, December 21st, forever. And now it gets here, and we still have to rely on a third party to let us see the one of the greatest events to ever occur in the last at least 800 years.
And that's real because you already know they gonna block it every way they can. Like now, it was just a lunar eclipse last month, and they have eye clouds so blocked up that I couldn't even see it. And it's the moon,
Right.
it's giant. You feel me? But tonight, I can at least kind of see what we talking about as far as this conjunction. But I'm gonna let you know you're not missing a lot, sis, because it just looks like one big star. And I don't mean it doesn't look a lot bigger. It just looks like that has to be it right there because it's so bright, you know. But other than that, it just looks like one star, but it's a little extra bright. It almost looks like you can see Saturn and its rings. It's weird.
Right. And that's what I wanted to see because I was told you can see it with the naked eye. However, I have binoculars, so I thought I was going to get down, but I knew they weren't going to let me see it because I'll disperse the same amount of energy that I'm seeing, and they don't want that. So, but I can feel it. I know it's there, and I'm into the macroverse, being the mirror of the microverse. So I know that the same thing that's happening up there or out there is also happening within me. So my intentions was to, if I can't experience it out there, then to experience it in here. So that's what I'm on for tonight.
And I'm about to find the lady we was just talking about too. But no, I'm still gonna get back to that. Hold on. Back to Any, anything else you want to say about this Great Conjunction? Because I got like this one last slide that I'm gonna let you cap it. Really, I'm gonna let you cap it all the way off right now, because I know we're gonna be able to tell them all about the Great Conjunction soon as you put your
Was I
slide.
able
Yes, sir.
was I able to share my screen?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do it right now. I got this last one. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, another thing I was gonna just touch on this slide before my sister fill in all the blanks. But these days of less light and more night are the main times. This time of the year right here is really special for what we call witches, and doing magic because of the prolonged periods of night compared to the day. So all this extra nighttime gives them. This is the most powerful time there is to do spells. So this is part of that Salem witch trials where the witches were, chased down and they were crucified. And Jesus was a magi too, but we ain't gonna get into that. Without further ado, I'm gonna drop it on you. Hold on, here we go. Come right up. Let me.
Okay. So with that last clip that you just showed, it made me think if this is a good time for magic, then maybe it's also a good time to focus and spell. And that's probably what we should be on because we know that they're always going to be hard at work casting more spells on us, new spells on us, viruses, everything that they can do to us to stop us from going to where we need to go. So we should focus our attention on how to remove the spell that's been cast upon us for centuries. So on that tip, yeah, we have to we got to find a way to undo this. But let me go here, go into full screen mode. So this is my portion of our presentation for tonight, and I don't plan on reading all of this stuff. I do have some short videos that I'd like to show the people who just can't believe that what's taking place in their church on Sundays is really what's taking place astrologically. There is no Jesus who died for 3 days and came back. That was the SUN. And so I found some professionals, some scientists, some believable guys that will help you break down that what you're seeing and just about everything that they're talking about in religion is based off of astrology. So the rebirth of the sun from the dead after 3 days is the winter solstice. So winter solstice is, let me grab my glasses. So winter solstice is also known as Yule, Christmas, and Saturnalia. So it occurs in mid-December. It is to celebrate the birth of the new solar year and the beginning of winter. So the goddess manifests as the great mother and the god as the sun child. The god also appears as Santa Claus or Old Man Winter. The colors are red, green, and white. This is a festival of inner renewal. So today, many people in the Western-based cultures refer to this holiday as Christmas. Yet, a look into its origins of Christmas reveals its pagan roots. So the Emperor Aurelian established December 25th as the birthday of the invincible sun in the third century as part of the Roman winter solstice celebrations. Shortly thereafter, in 273, the Christian church selected this day to represent the birthday of Jesus. And by 336, this Roman solar feast was Christianized. January 6th celebrated the Epiphany in Christendom and linked with the visit of the Magi was originally an Egyptian date for the winter solstice. So I used to believe that they just plagiarized the story. I don't think it was so much plagiarized as what they did was recharacterize the sun. And so Jesus is representing the SUN. And like King Calico said earlier, the SON is the same thing as the SUN. So most of the customs, lore, symbols, and rituals associated with Christmas actually are linked to winter solstice celebrations of ancient pagan cultures. While Christian mythology is interwoven with contemporary observances of this holiday time, its pagan nature is still strong and apparent. And this is why when we are giving off these energies and praising these deities, worshiping these deities, we should know exactly what these deities represent. And I know there's no way for me to convince someone that, Jesus wasn't here and didn't, and rose from the dead on the 25th and all that stuff. So I wanted, yeah, I'm having a hard time moving my screen share. So let me try it like this. Let me see if I can go this way. So first of all, I thought that it was unique that this conjunction takes place right when Aquarius is making its entrance into the universe, and a lot of us don't know astrology or what's going on up in there, and maybe we don't know what's going on in our inner selves either. But I just picked out some short videos to sum some things up and maybe help you relate these allegories from your Bible to what's happening in real life and not just up there, but in there. So let's see if this will play. Do you play it back?
That's the 13th son, right? Is that's his name? That's my boy.
You see it trying to play it back?
No, no, I said his name right there. I said, is that the 13th son? I think that's his name.
Yeah, we're having problems with the playback. Looks like over here.
You want me to just you want me to play?
Oh,
You want me to play it?
really? Let me check. So the age of Aquarius won't play. I wonder if will play. Yeah, absolutely. Anything that keep us popping. No.
stand in awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. Think about it. Religion has actually convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of these 10 things, he has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish where he will send you to live and suffer and burn and choke and scream and cry forever and ever till the end of time. But he loves you. He loves you and he needs money. He always needs money. He's all powerful, all perfect, all knowing, and all wise. Somehow, just can't handle money. Religion takes in billions of dollars. They pay no taxes, and they always need a little more. Now, you talk about a good bullshit story. Holy shit.
That's why Abraham comes from the land of Ur, from the gold in the head. I will be exposing today how this final period of history that we've been living in, we're approaching the age of Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, by the way. Interesting. But also remember, it's ruled by Uranus. And Uranus is the daddy of Saturn.
Oh, shoot. Hold on 1 second.
That's why Abraham comes from the land of Ur, from the gold in the head. I will be exposing today how this final period of history that we've been living in, we're approaching the age of Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, by the way. Interesting. But also remember, it's ruled by Uranus. And Uranus is the daddy of Saturn. Beyond the spheres of Saturn is Uranus. Uranus, heaven is heaved up. This is heaved up. This is the heaven. The heaven is reached here, brain, the cerebrum, when one is able to activate the 7 chakras and turning the 7 vices that these chakras represent, turning those into virtues. And in the process of ascending that pure energy up the spine, one is able to reach the high heavens. You see, when Jesus dies at the age of 33, bones of the spinal column at the very, very top. This is talking about, see, Jesus is born, but Christ is raised, you see. So this is why you hear about Jesus' ministry lasting for 33 years, and then he crucified when the oil has reached the top of the medulla oblongata, and then finally it returns into the third ventricle and activates the pineal gland. All of the dormant brain cells in the brain are reactivated. This is why he, God, heaven, Uranus, the father of Saturn, who is ruling the age of Aquarius, Uranus and Saturn together, and we are here. And we have been in this ruled by Jupiter, which is capitalistic wealth and greed and money, because Jupiter has a consort, Juno, and Juno is where money, Juno Moneta, was pressed in Rome. And this is the greed of Pisces and the capitalism. And this is the rule of money. Here there is no money. Here there is a mental and spiritual exchange of energy, the proper currency. This is why it's so important to know this science. It's so imperative because we need to understand where we are going. This is called, there's a 1,000-year rule of Uranus here. Here is the 1,000 years that the Bible is talking about. There will be 1,000 years of peace because Uranus gets to rule the first portion of his co-ruleship with Saturn. And this fulfills in the Bible what it talks about when Jesus says, when I come into my Father's kingdom and I will sit at his right hand. That's basically, essentially, that is Saturn saying that he will sit at the right hand of Uranus for 1,000 years. And then, after the 1,000 years, Saturn will return as the ruler and there will be deception, pure deception. To understand that about this rulership of Uranus and Saturn, Stowe's Bible astrology, the Bible founded on astrology.
Okay.
Here he talks
Okay,
about
let's
this
start right there.
and it's biblical. That's why Abraham comes from the land of Earth, from the gold in the head. I will be exposing.
Okay.
And I found this the lady's name too. I'm gonna pull it up after this.
Okay. So what Santos Bonacci is just revealing is the sciences that we need to know so we can understand the macrocosm and the microcosm, which is us. The latter is us. And so when we have teachers and preachers out there purposely not relating any of the heavens and earth to us and their allegorical stories, and letting it be known that these are allegorical stories only referring to the heavens and the earth. This is why, we have so much ignorance in the world, so much chaos, so much violence, and all the things that's run by Pan, because we have in our minds some savior and some devil, and our whole life is based on just fear of those two. People or Christians fear Jesus, Jesus, just as much as they fear Satan. So they don't want to piss either one of them off. And you grow up with that inside of you, and you can't ever see the beauty of what the universe wants you to see, which is how these celestial bodies are working in the macroverse or the macrocosm, and then being able to relate that to what's going on with yourself. This is important as hell, and we can't get it. We have to go out and dig and search for it on our own. Yet we pay these con men to keep us in the lower self, never getting to explore our higher self, never getting to understand that the God that we're looking out there for lives inside of us. And so this great conjunction is not just the joining of those two energies, but it's also taking place during the coming in of Aquarius. So that's what was extra special to me about the conjunction. There's like a double energy there, actually a triple energy, if you want to call the masculine, the feminine, and then the age of Aquarius joining in with that. And that's why I'm interested in what goes on up there, and that's why I'm fascinated with what goes on in here. So the second, what I wanted you to see with that little short zeitgeist movie, uh, the powers to be is not allowing that right now. But what it was, I put that there so we can help the people who don't exactly get what's going on and why we be saying things against their stories that are true to their beliefs. We're not really just contradicting your belief system per se. We're just offering you some science and some facts about what we can experience with our own eyes when we're looking up. Okay? Before they came out with books and all of these allegorical stories, our ancestors were looking up at the sky. They knew what time it was and they were recording this stuff. So you can't later say that, none of this stuff is true and it's all pseudoscience when all you really got to do, like right now, just start looking at the sky after they stop whiting it out. But next time they let us see the sky, you study it because in return, you're studying yourself. And that's what we're lacking. And that's why we've lost control. Because if you don't take control of your own mind, somebody else will. And they do. And they have been. So, um, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to play any of my stuff on this setting. Me and King Calico have to stop broadcasting. I guess we have to stop broadcasting what we're going to do because I promise you, every time we have issues at the beginning and during. So somebody don't want our truth to get out, but that's okay. We still going to do this. We are.
Yeah, and that's real. And I found the Albion who I was talking about, Gina Maria Colvin Hill. I'm gonna see what she was just showing this little short video about did the
Okay.
conjunction happen because she got good equipment like telescopes and stuff. Should be. Yeah, that was her planet right there. I guess she's just showing how close it is. I guess
Oh yeah.
it hadn't quite conjuncted when she had the
Yeah,
first
from
one.
different angles, I'm sure from different angles on the earth, it is one single point.
Mm-hmm.
Because we might be looking at it by some parallel. Somebody might be having a straight angle to go.
Exactly. Let me see
Yeah, I
here.
was looking at the live satellite earlier, and they must have had like a P9000 camera because I could see the rings of Saturn very clearly, um, and Jupiter. Those luminaries don't look like what NASA draws it to look like at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she ain't did nothing major on this video, but I'm pretty sure by tomorrow and she gonna definitely have her footage up of whatever it
Hmm.
was looking like. She be using that night. She be using that night vision, like stuff like this right here. She use that night vision and stuff to zoom in and should show that these not physical lights. These things looking at the star, and she showing that it's sonoluminescence. You feel me? Even if
Mm.
she knows it or not, because sometimes she be like, "What in the heck is this?" You know, like right here, she's zooming in on the star, but what does the star look like?
Yeah, I like her already, just by what I've just read. That's what
Yeah,
they look like.
yeah, yeah. Balls of light. You know, sonoluminescence. See, sonoluminescence is like sound being able to make light.
And it
Hmm?
appears to
They
be
can
shimmering in water.
exactly. That's what sonoluminescence is. It shows that obviously these light, because sonoluminescence only works underwater. Like
Okay.
if sound penetrates a bubble, then it'll create this spark of light, which is the sonoluminescence.
Mm.
You know, and that's what the stars are. You know, the waters are above. It's waters above as well as below. And what I'm saying
That's
is,
it.
the sonoluminescence, like we always say, the stars send off a frequency and vibration. That means it sends off a sound. If there's a sound and that's underwater, and this sound penetrates a bubble at all, it's gonna do this. It's gonna do what we call sonoluminescence. That's a whole nother show. But y'all
It
gonna ask me
is.
and y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all keep playing with me and Sister Yahsinni. You
And
already know.
you can equate what he's just showing you with this star looking like that as a luminary. That's what your Bible says the sun and the moon are, luminaries in the sky. So how are you landing on a luminary? I guess only NASA knows. Yeah. If you're landing on the moon, which is a light source or a luminary, not terrain like the Earth, then, you know, yeah, that's one I would have to see.
You know, and that's why there is no specific shape to what we're looking at. Like this thing is twisting and turning and doing whatever it chooses. You know, it's like what I, compared to, it's almost like the cube of Metatron, or
Mm.
that's what the angels, that's what they, present the angels to truly look like. This is the form of an angel. All these angles of light.
Hmm.
Angle is where we get the word angel. So
That's right.
from this cube, you get every shape in existence. Hmm? And we're gonna call it Metatron's cube, which is the cube of the Kabbalah. So the angels
Hmm.
within that cube are making all these. They sending signals and signs and everything. Each it's like they talking a mile a minute, and we don't even speak the lingo. You know, because then we would understand what the conversation about the conjunction is in the heavens, what they saying right now. We could do an interview
That's
with the
right.
stars, huh? But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you know, me and Sister Yahsinni definitely wanted to touch base with y'all. I appreciate everybody coming out. You know, oh, I see we still got 4 online right now, so I appreciate y'all. Believe that, and y'all
Cool.
hit us up in the comment section. Y'all let us know I need to know about sonoluminescence next, or we gonna, most likely we might come back and touch on Nimrod on his birthday, which is the 25th. And as you all know, I am a Nimrod.
That's
I
right.
am a more Ron. So I don't mind being that pagan. I'm a celebrate my pagan ways right here
That's
live
right.
with all y'all. But my Christmas or my Santa hat is a fez the way it's supposed to be. You feel me? So until next time, I'm gonna let my sister Yahsinni close out with y'all. Tell them where they
Yeah.
can beat you.
And because I don't celebrate Saturnalia either. So, but I will pay homage to the sun and the moon if I see them. But yeah, you can find me on Facebook as Denise Grant. You can find me on YouTube as Denise Grant with the white dove and the blue sky. You can look on my any of my videos and get the links to my book, Yahsinni University, and my Simply Stone, my jewelry store online. And you also can get my email contact information there, and probably my phone number too. So thanks, D Calico, for calling me and wanting to share this energy on this grand conjunction. We just made one here. So I appreciate you. Gratitude and peace.
Yes. Peace and love to the family.
All right.